watched another movie about Vegas, and that is Honeymoon in Vegas, starring Nicolas Cage, James Caan, and I did not realize this from the DVD box that was Sarah Jessica Parker, even though it clearly says Sarah Jessica Parker on the case. So we got to talk about this movie, man. This came out, I believe, in 1992, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
He's shaking his head. Yes, so that's good. Okay. So yeah, this came out in 1992. Sorry, like I said, Nicolas Cage. And there's so many, if you love Nicolas Cage, like little like freak out moments, little weird noises that this guy makes, there's quite a bit in here. And this is crazy because it came out before he won his Oscar, leaving Las Vegas. And I thoroughly kind of really enjoyed this movie for what it is. And if you don't know, it's about Nicolas Cage's character who he has promised his mother or mother not to get married, and he decides that eventually he's going to go to Vegas and get married to Sarah Jessica Parker player, but he gets caught up in a wild, crazy poker tournament because James Caan's character has like some wandering eyes for Nicolas Cage's girl, and rigs this game possibly to have this weekend trip with Nicolas Cage's woman. It sounds ridiculous. Plots were kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you, but it's really fun to see these different characters interact and go through this world, especially because it's a Vegas movie. It's also a Hawaii movie. It's kind of a weird mixture of the two. And of course, they bring up every 90s like little trope. Like every time you have a 90s movie in Vegas, you have to have Elvis Presley. You have to have Elvis, it seems. You have to have some outrageous like people in different dressing up as Vegas. You had that what's that Kevin Costner movie, that 3,000 Miles to Graceland? Is that anything like in the 90s? Like Vegas was like, or Vegas and Elvis, they kind of go hand in hand too.
But skydiving Elvis is.
Yeah. More importantly, skydiving Elvis's that's the key. But yeah, I kind of really enjoyed this one. I definitely am glad that I was going through Half Price Books the other day, which is like a discount book and movie store, and I found this DVD. I was like, I had no idea this movie even existed, and I texted you. I was like, yeah, I have to do a first time watch a Cager review, dive into the Cager and talk about it because it was a kind of a unique experience. But the funny thing leading up to the movie when we watched it, Evelyn and I got home early from work, and she's like, let's watch a movie. I was like, we're watching Honeymoon in Vegas, and she's like, I don't want to watch that. And so I was hoping she would like go and just play with her toys, but she sat there. She was like, Hannah, she's like, why are they dressed like that guy, Dad? Like, why are they jumping? It's like, now I want, and then the best, the creme de creme, she's like, when are you going to take me to Vegas, Dad? I want to play some cards. Like, I want to go skydiving. And I was like, are you into this movie? She's like, yeah, I want to go to Vegas, Dad. I'm like, when are you taking me? I was like, okay, we might do a family vacation. Who knows? What are your quick thoughts on Honeymoon in Vegas, man?
Well, yeah, it's a movie I watched a lot, kind of growing up, I guess. And I mean, it does have a lot of great Cage stuff. I think Sarah Jessica Parker is great in it. I mean, it was nominated for a couple Golden Globes, which is actually refreshing because that was back when they actually had real comedies nominated for their awards.
True.
But yeah, I love the poker scenes. It's just an overall. It's a really fun, enjoyable movie. There was a similar movie that came out around that time called Indecent Proposal, which takes that sort of premise from a more serious lens. But I don't know. I guess on my Cager, I have it currently ranked number 48 between Vampire's Kiss and Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So, it's been quite a while since I watched it, but I mean, I could see how that'd be a really fun one to watch in preparation to go to Vegas, and then watch Leaving Las Vegas when you're coming home, and because you'll have that depressing feeling of like wanting to be in Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good thought. Yeah, the day before we left, we watched Molly's Game too, which is another kind of like pokery movie, which we thoroughly enjoyed. Sorkin did a great job with that movie, and I guess I should tell my rating. Molly's Game, I mentioned it's not really a review, but I gave it that 3.5 stars. It was up there in one of my top films of the year. Didn't quite make my top 10 that year, but it's really dang high up there. And Honeymoon in Vegas, I'm giving it a 2.5, close to a 3-star. Entertainment-wise, it's a positive movie. I can admit that there's some little things here and there that I still give it a pass on, but I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 4 stars for us on our scale. But it's definitely a dang entertaining movie that I'm probably going to watch again near future because Nicolas Cage needs to be watched. So Yeah. I love. By the way, and speaking of Nicolas Cage, your Teen Titans Go to the Movies review, we just posted that on YouTube, a little clip there, and I had that song, the upbeat, inspirational song about life, stuck in my head after I saw that you reviewed that. It's a kick in the pants you needed.